Good morning, YouTube. Everybody out there, hope your day is good. Today's Tuesday. I believe it's the 14th of May. This video is a message to Mr. Dave Hodges, the Common Sense Show, Mr. Paul Martin, who was on the Common Sense Show. I watched your video the other night, and the one that talks about the nuke going off on the East Coast and the Chinese and the Red Dawn. Well, I think you guys are spot on that call. And I know your DHS contact was kind of gave you a heads up on that one. Can I see all that coming down? I sure can. But there's one point I think you're missing, Mr. Hodges. And that point is the Red Dawn, the EMP, nuclear, whatever on the East Coast. That's a good plan. As your friend Mr. Martin says, if I were the bad guy, I'd have one more plan involved in all this. And that would be, and you even put it out yourself, Mr. Hodges, that one of your listeners, I don't know, you said he wasn't that good of a source. Couldn't trust. It wasn't a trusted source, you said. But you said you got two of them. Bunch of FEMA coffins with the address of Orville on them. Okay? As shaky as Orville is right now, wouldn't take much. Okay, if they want to bring on their Red Dawn, it would make sense to cause chaos on the East Coast and then bring in your Red Dawn. But I think the bad guys have got one other thing planned. And I don't know if it's going to go one way or the other way. And my opinion is they'll do that EMP, and then and cause chaos on the East Coast. Then maybe, my opinion only, then maybe Orville Dam breaks. Now, I've heard you, Mr. Hodges, say that about 1 million people might die in that deal. So, Orville Dam breaks, you cause chaos on the East Coast and the West Coast. You got all this chaos, confusion, whatever's going on, and then you bring your, what do you call them, Mr. Hodges, the fifth column? Something like that. Then you bring them right up the middle. And with as many groups that are already here, this scenario could play out real easy like. Probably wouldn't take much to drop that Orville Dam. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I don't live in California, so I don't know. But like I said, I don't think it'd take much, especially as much attention as that place has gotten, as much it's going on there, and the things they're doing to kind of agitate it. Yeah. I could see that in this equation real easy. Chaos East Coast, chaos West Coast. Bring the Red Dawn right up down the middle from the bottom. I don't know, Mr. Hodges. It just seems like it would be something them bad people would do. And it would definitely put a wrench in everything. Yes, it would. Well, anyways, Mr. H, I hope you see this. It's just another option. I don't know. My opinion, I don't do research. I take in a whole bunch of people's opinions, the things they say, the stories they put out, and I make my own opinion about what's going on. I listen to you, Mr. Hodges, a lot. Mr. Martin mentioned that he watched a video of a young man, and that's another one of my sources who I watch and listen to. And I'll say his name, Marfugal News. Yep. I believe that boy's been getting pressure from the outside, but I don't know. Because I think he says, well, he allows people to come on his talk show and say things that they don't like you hearing. Like all that electrical equipment going out. Then I listened to another one of his, and he was talking to a gentleman that's involved with that company that makes all the missiles, the Patriots, the Stinger, all them. He says they've been going, their production has been balls to the wall. He walked out the other morning, and I guess there was a line of trucks that he couldn't even count because they're getting ready to ship out. And he said something about Saudi Arabia having a few $1 billion order, and now it's all of a sudden it's been shut off. I don't know. Mr. Hodges, I think and hope that we're wrong, but I got that gut feeling inside that you guys are right, you and Mr. Martin. I mean, you take the puzzle pieces of all the Chinese and Russians up here in northern Colorado. Yeah, I live in Colorado. I've listened to Paul Martin for many years now. I listened to him when he was on. I can't listen to him anymore because I don't get the radio station up here. I guess I could listen to it on the internet. But KHNC, Johnstown, Mr. Wiedemann. I know that gentleman personally. Haven't been in contact with him for a long while, but yeah, I moved away from that area because I didn't like all the population that was coming in, and so many. One thing that does worry me, though, is I do have family there in the northern Colorado area. And when you all talk about those gentlemen that have the barcodes on their necks, makes me worry about them up there. But I try to pass it along. I try to warn them. And sometimes one of my daughters thinks I'm a crazy old man because of all the stuff I talk about. I'll just put it that way. Anyways, Mr. Hodges, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you see this video. I am going to put a little note on one of your videos that I have a message for you over here on my channel. So I hope your day is awesome. That's all I can say, and I pray for you. I pray for your safety because, yeah, they don't like what people say, and you're one of those people that puts out information that they don't want out. So anyways, get in touch with me if you want, Mr. Hodges. Leave me an email address and I'll write you. Would maybe like to talk back and forth with you a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. Anyways, goodbye. Thank you. Thank you for your service too, Mr. Hodges. Thank you, thank you. Anyways, God bless. May the Lord bless you deeply. Anybody that watches this video. Thank you. Goodbye.